everyone. Today we got the pipes from Morgan from Wild West Garage. These same pipes we're seeing on Buck and Billy's channel. Running them on a 372. We got the Enterprise pipe. Dual outlet. These are beautiful pipes. Very, very well made. Excellent craftsmanship. Set that one down. And we got the UFO pipe. And just a stock muffler. But today, we're going to test the Enterprise, the UFO, and the stock can on this new 372X torque. Get some dyno runs with the baseline on the stock muffler. And we'll try both of these. And we'll see what kind of power they put out. But let's take a closer look at them. Alright, this is the Enterprise pipe. See, single inlet. Curves into this round chamber here. That's blocked off on the sides, and it has to come around and out each end. That's the one he calls the Enterprise. Can't even tell the welds. Love the finish on these pieces. Very nice finish on these pieces. And once they get some blue color from the heat, they'll look even better. Well, that's the Enterprise pipe. There we go. And this is the UFO. Single round chamber. This outlet is closed off over here, so it has to come up and around and out. That dome on the top. Same type of entrance in both of them. The UFO comes over a little bit further. But the same up angle, same type of chamber. UFO has a larger single outlet. Again, the same. Very nice finish. Can't even tell the welds are there. Everything blends nice and smooth. These are definitely more artwork than chainsaw exhaust, but they'll definitely do the job. And here's the stock can. This is 372 can right off the X-Torque OEM version. Let me see if you can see. And you can see it still has the screen, but it's an empty can with an outlet hole single at the top. But which one of these pipes do you guys think is going to work out better? The dual outlet or the single outlet? Super curious to know what you guys think. Now, I've heard them on videos, and I realize you guys will be hearing it on video here. But I'm kind of curious to see exactly how they'll sound. Because I've had straight pipes on, I've had all sorts of other pipes on. Alright, yep, those seem to work. We'll get this bolted up. That one tight. Alright, we'll see how close the carb tune is. We'll get this fired up. Let's see what she sounds like. There we go. Definitely has a bark to it, but we'll get it put on the dyno, see what kind of power it makes. Well, you can see we got some color in it. Still hot, just fresh off the dyno. Definitely sounds pretty good. And once we look at the graphs, we'll see just how well it did. So these are more of an art form than a chainsaw muffler, but it definitely appears. Definitely appears to be making more power than stock. I'm going to set this over here. Whew, still toasty. Sitting in the clutch cover that I don't have to worry about it. So now we got the Enterprise pipe. Real similar horn. This one's got a dual outlet, but it does have to flow to the back and around each side. So get this gasket set on. The bolts put in it. Now, what's everybody's favorite? This Enterprise pipe with the dual outlets, or the UFO? Any guesses on which one's going to come out on top before we get to the end? Definitely an interesting design. Alright, that tight, that tight. Now at the time of filming this, he's not currently selling these, but I'm thinking, and I'll have to talk it over with Morgan, they would benefit from a brace. And it's not because of the weight of these, but it's the protrusion. When you're overbucking, you could jam the outlets into the log. And doing that over and over and over will fatigue the base of the cylinder. That's the same reason there's the little bumper piece on the factory mufflers and these support braces just for this little can. So something as substantial as these mufflers, definitely a good idea to have a brace. Like I said, I'll talk that over with Morgan. But for the testing we're doing, it'll work. This brake does still trip, but you can see with it tripped, it does touch on this X torque. Now he built these on the regular XP chassis. So it's a different cylinder design. A slightly different top cover brake flag, I do believe. So brake does still trip, but if you left it running while it was tripped, definitely going to melt into the flag a little bit. But for our testing, not going to matter. So I'll make sure these are tight. And we'll get this fired up and put back on the dyno. See which one makes better power. With it still warm, it might just fire right off. Now just the first start right there, this one definitely seems to have a little bit higher exhaust note to it with the dual outlets. But we'll get it strapped down and see what kind of power it makes. Well, what do we think of that one? Definitely a little bit different tone to it. Not sure how well you guys can hear it through the microphone, but definitely a different sound. And definitely different power characteristics. Now it is pretty neat how these blued up like that. See, pretty good color. just from that few minutes of running. Set this one over here. Now we'll put the stock can back on. Get some updated runs on the stock muffler. And just remember how pitiful they sound. Now I know we hit a pretty wide base of users. Professionals, firewooders, enthusiasts. So I know I have a bunch of subscribers from all different kinds. But what's everybody think of these pipes? Definitely appreciate the work that goes into them. Super nice looking. Definitely nothing else like it out there. But is this something you could see yourself using on a job site or in the wood pile? Like I said, for what I do, cutting firewood, I could definitely use something like that. But I'd love to hear from you guys. You know, is that? And I realize not every saw is going to run one. But if you had the opportunity, would you guys run a pipe like that? And where would you do it? Would you only run it at home? Take it to every job? Show it off? But just let me know. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Get this fired up with the old stalker. And we'll go get some dyno numbers on this. Alright, so we got these all pulled off. Here's our Enterprise. Almost looks like a couple little aliens in there to visit. Thought that was kind of neat. But I did want to look. Let's talk about what it kind of sort of looks like is happening. This is the dual outlet Enterprise. Definitely has some heat in here. Comes up into the dome. But it looks like in the dome most of it's swirling out to this side. So even though there's two outlets, it looks like it's heavily favoring this side. And that's just simply going off of the heat. There's no color on this side, not a lot going on. But that's just kind of what it looks like. Now on this UFO, you can see heavily blued. Heavily blued. And it comes up in the dome and it looks like it kind of swirls around like it's intended to because of how far back this reaches. Kind of has to come over here and then around. I just want to show that with everybody. Overall, these things, they did gain. And that's a little bit up close look. Definitely nice pieces. But now we'll go look at the graph. Alright, here's our results. Stock saw down here, this one, put out right at 6 horse. Then we had the Enterprise pipe with the dual outlets. That one put out 6.58 horse. Then the UFO pipe, 6.68. Now that works out to about 11.5% gain. And this one's about 9.5% over stock. So both of these definitely gained. And to be expected, they gained on the lower half of the RPM range. All of these were tuned right about the same, 13,000. And you can see these work better in the lower RPM ranges. But they did gain. They don't sound half bad, and they definitely look nice. So that was what we were here to test, and I think we accomplished that. But let me know what you guys think. What's everybody's thoughts and opinions on these pipes? All right. Thanks a lot, everyone.